What's up, everybody? Welcome to Brooklyn Ties Hot Stove, presented by Moneyline Media. As always, I am here with Deirdre, and we are being joined by Robbie tonight. Robbie, how you doing, buddy?
Oh yeah,
Doing great. How you
a-
doing?
after your Hank Aaron win, how's that feel? You're the Hank Aaron slugger.
It feels good. I'm glad that I got the award. I really didn't think I was. I voted for Lewis, so I thought he was going to get it because I thought he deserved it over me. But I think my fan base just really liked me enough to vote for me, so I'm happy about that.
Well, we definitely have to bring up your fan base because that has been a topic of a couple of different of our interviews. But let's start with you were one of the four original Tides still on the team. How has it been like to watch this program really grow?
All right, so yeah, I first joined in 2014, and we were playing in the Bay Eighth League, and that's probably the worst baseball that I've ever played in my life. Like just the competition and the team itself. We had kids that like didn't even play high school ball that were on our team. Every game we would search for random kids that could play because we never haven't had enough on the team, and just the league itself was just awful on a shitty field. Everything you could think of was just trash. And
They
then
is
just
trash.
and then just to see where we came now, where we have players every game, people want to play for us. We have all these like great players. It's really a 90-day difference going from when I first started till now.
Awesome.
So, sure, you have a ton of moments as a Tide, but what has been your favorite moment as a Brooklyn Tide?
So I think I'm still waiting for my favorite moment because we still haven't won that championship. But I really think that my favorite moment was the 2017 season at Mid Island. It was right after Grandpa Stingle passed away, and it was the very next game was our first playoff game, and we ended up winning in a walk off in the last inning. And I think that that was like one of the most special moments that I've had like ever playing baseball. So I think that was really the moment that like really sticks out to me for my favorite one.
That's great. Yeah, I know Grandpa Stingo is a big part of the Brooklyn Tides history. Speaking of the most famous Stingo, we have to go to one of the least famous Stingos. And you've been friends with Paul for a very long time. What's it like playing alongside him and him kind of now being in almost like a manager role with you guys?
Yeah, so I mean, Paul's a good guy.
It's great.
He does. I like how like he takes it very seriously, and he does do a lot for the team, and I mean, we're all appreciative about it, even though like we all like mess with him about everything. But he's been one of my best friends for a long time, so I'm really happy that like him and even like a few of the other kids that I grew up with are still on the team, and we're probably going to be there with the team until the day we retire, like sometime in like 20 more years.
Yeah, I think 20 is might be even being too small. I think you guys will be out there until the walkers come out.
I mean, there are like people in the league that are like in their 50s. So I guess, yeah, we could even till our 50s or 60s, whatever keeps going.
Yeah.
So, we do got to ask, Robbie, you got to explain the bat flips on the walks to us and how you become so popular for it.
Yeah, so I'll give you the background story about that. So this was 2 summers ago, summer 19, and we were playing like the worst team in the league. And everyone is getting hits, and I'm the only one on the team. I have 3 strikeouts so far. I'm over 3 with 3
Oh,
And one of my good friends is an umpire in the league, and he was umpiring our game in the field. And he's talking shit to me the whole game. He's like, if this team sucks, how are you striking out against this pitcher? I'm like, look, listen, next at bat, I'm going to take this kid deep. I'm hitting a home run, and I'm going to flip the bat just for you. And I walked on 4 pitches, and I was so mad about that. I didn't get to swing the bat, so I was like, man, fuck this. And I just flipped the bat. So Dave, our center fielder, his wife, she would record all of our at-bats, and Stingo would put them up on the Instagram. And then just a whole bunch of like different like popular Instagrams picked it up and started posting on their page. And then like the cool thing that came out of that was Aaron Hicks. I think Stumple mentioned this.
Yeah.
He ended up commenting on the post about me, saying like "love this" with like the crying, laughing emoji face, and then he ended up doing it the next game. So I feel like I should get royalties every time he does that.
yeah, right.
You definitely should.
But
So
yeah, so like now that's my signature move, so I have to do it every single time. And I did notice this year that I didn't walk that many times. So I think people throughout the league kind of like are pissed off about that. They really don't want to walk me just so I don't flip the bat.
yeah, you became popular because of that. And also like they can't even throw the ball at you because then you could do that too. So
Right.
they're
Yes,
like,
no matter what, I should just flip the bat.
yeah, exactly. So this upcoming season, what are you working on improving for the team? What is like a goal of yours? Obviously, you won the Hank Aaron Award, so that's incredible. But you have other goals for the team in the coming season.
So I still want to. I didn't pitch that much this year. Like not for like any other reason other than like we just have a lot of pitchers and they need their innings. And so what I wasn't doing that much was just keeping my arm fresh. And so I would like really would just show up to the games just expecting a hit, and I wouldn't really throw that much. So that was kind of a problem towards like the end of the season when all of our pitchers got hurt or went away, and then I was left and my arm wasn't really 100% to go. So I think what I could do to help the team is to keep my arm strong and fresh and in as much pitching shape as possible, just so whenever I'm called in, then I'll be good to go.
Awesome.
So speaking of your arm and keeping healthy, you did tear your UCL. I believe it was in college, correct?
Yeah, I did.
Do you have any like lingering issues from that, like post that, or is everything good now and working through it still?
So like I still feel it like every once in a while when I throw. Um, I think it's just scar tissue that's just there, but
Yeah.
I've never really had like an injury that like really prevented me from taking off the season because I think that just from like limiting my innings is really what helps. And I mean, when I did hurt it though, like that was the first game of the season, like my junior year of college, and I had to take off like that whole year, did all the rehab, like went through like a whole throwing program. So I still kind of follow in that throwing program just so this doesn't happen again. But like every once in a while, if I'm throwing too much, I'll feel it a little bit,
Yeah.
but it really hasn't stopped me from pretty much like being my 100%, except the first year that we were in my Mid Island in 2016. That's like I did feel it there, but I just kind of keep on like making sure that I'm good to go throughout the season, and I think like the coaching staff knows that, so they kind of limit my innings just so that I'm not hurt until they need me later on in the season.
Because your bat is super important too and valuable to them. So it's like you said, they have a lot of pitchers, but your bat is something that everyone has talked about it being amazing while they're on the show.
And yeah, thank you for that.
That's not the only thing they talked about while they were on the show.
Yeah.
Your good looks get brought up quite a bit. You are a very handsome guy. Very
Well,
handsome.
if you weren't a gay woman, I think me and you would make a good couple.
Oh, Robbie, I completely agree. I completely agree. And it's got me blushing. Goodness. Man hasn't made me feel that way in a while. Sorry. I know, sorry. Woo. But we have to ask about your modeling career.
Yes.
Yes, I have been a paid model before. So that is another highlight of my life. I mean, all my friends make fun of me for it, but I think they're really jealous about it.
Yeah.
How do you make fun of that?
You can't, right?
You really can't. So
I reach out to these people, but they really reach out to me.
Oh, I gotcha. I actually asked if you were a model on one of the shows, but now I have to give you a hard time. You do. We follow you on Instagram, and we just recently followed you on TikTok. You have a couple thirst traps, and I get it. You're very good looking, and you have, 6-pack and all. But
What do you mean, like the Busset challenge?
like, no.
That is a good one I could do.
But you have been nicknamed Hollywood.
Yeah.
How do you like that nickname?
It was actually Will Turbert that
Yes.
he's the one that actually gave me that name, and I love it. I think it's great. And like my parents were at a game one time, and like everyone's screaming Hollywood, and they're like, "Why do they call you Hollywood?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's just all the Hollywood activities that I've been doing on the side."
Love it. Love it. I have some news from the Tides that Leandro Alvarez is signing with the Turf Pro Cardinals in the National Division. A statement from the Tides front office is they wish Leandro the best of luck with the Cardinals in this upcoming season. They are getting a solid ball player and an even better teammate. Robbie, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I'm pissed. We were all pissed off because no one knew about it. Like, he didn't tell any of us. He just got up and left. And we're like, what the hell? Like, when did this happen? So, I mean, he's not going to be playing in our league. So, like, that's the B division. So we're not going to be facing him, which is pretty good because I think we were probably going to throw at him. I know I would if I was pitching. But he didn't give up. So, like, I'm like, we're all concerned. Like, what did we do wrong that he just got up and left? But he is a good ball player. And, I mean, I know he's going to do well in that division. I think he should be in the A division, but I don't know. I guess he just wasn't really liking the coaching staff. I guess they didn't give him a good contract. So this B division gave him a better contract, and I hope he has a good season.
That's good.
So have you restructured your deal since winning the Hank Aaron Award?
No, they haven't talked to me about it yet, but
right.
I'm going to. I have to. I think my stock went up a little bit.
I agree. We are being joined by some front office manager right now. Paul Stingo has a big announcement. He's joining us right now. He had to take a little bit of your shine, Robbie. And here he is. Paul Stingo is with us.
What's up, Paul? How you doing?
How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Very good.
All right, so I just wanted to have some breaking news special announcement via the Tides front office. On behalf of the Tides, I am honored to be the one to announce that Christian Santo is now the second member of the Tides Hall of Fame. He will be joining my grandfather, whom he looked up to and admired, and they will forever be enshrined in Tides lore together. Also, number 9 will officially be retired by the Tides organization. Santa will be forever known for his infectious smile and love of the game and his beautiful swing from the left side of the batter's box.
Thank you, Paul, and well-deserved. And again, our thoughts and prayers are with you all during that.
Thank you.
But in some other news, any free agency updates, Paul?
No, I don't know if you guys have mentioned yet, but we lost Leandro Alvarez.
We did mention that.
That was the first guy on our team that signed elsewhere. So it was kind of shocking. But I was in touch with him yesterday after the news broke, and he kind of explained to me in a nice way. It was best if he went somewhere else. No hard feelings towards us. So it was kind of like a mutual, peaceful agreement. As far as personnel now incoming. We don't have anybody specific name wise, but we've been talking to a lot of people over the course of the past, 24 hours to 48 hours, reaching out to people that we know who may be able to get guys for our team. I was actually on the phone earlier with somebody, and as far as the personnel, we're about 17 guys on our roster right now. Mm-hmm. If the season was to start today, we would have 17. We're looking to get somewhere between 25 and 30 because they're allowing us to have like a expanded roster this year due to the expanded schedule. So we're looking to get to 25 to 30. We do need to fill some infield holes, and we need to fill a bunch of pitching voids going into next year. So that's where we stand on that. I may have some more information in the coming weeks for you guys, but as of right now, we're about 17. Nobody knew. So.
I have to ask, did Leandro leave because he was jealous of Robbie's looks? Because I have a feeling that could be it.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's the underlying reason. It wasn't mentioned over text, but maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know.
It is a good reasoning if that is the real reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
Paul, thanks for coming on. I'm sure we'll have you on in the next coming weeks.
Yeah. All
thanks
right,
again.
Yeah. All right, guys. It was good seeing you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye, Paul.
Bye.
All right, back to the main attraction of the evening.
Yes.
Robbie, I like how you just sat there quiet, like, man, this guy is stealing my show.
Yeah, right. I'm the Bernie meme. I'm just waiting till he.
Yeah, you are like the Bernie meme. Oh man. So you threw a near no-hitter in 2016, but Then it got broken up by a bunt single.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Right.
Yeah. And at the next game, you might have threw at this guy.
Oh, that makes sense. I like that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true or
Yeah.
false.
So, right, rightfully so. That's just like an unwritten rule that everyone that's ever played baseball knows. He was the 3-hitter on the team, and we were beating them like 10-0 in the
Wow.
last inning. They were the worst team in the league, and he was like the first bat of that inning and just laid down the bunt and just beat it out. And of course, everyone was pissed. And luckily, I got to pitch against them the very next game because that was our first game in playoffs. So since we were the number 1 seed and they were like the last seed, we got to play them. And I remember like his first at bat, like Jerry called me from the mound, and I look in the dugout, and he's just shaking his head like, "Don't hit him." And of course, I hit him right in the back. And he like throws his bat. He's like, "You hit me again, I'm gonna fucking kick your ass." And then Jerry's
Wow,
like,
wear it. You know you're gonna wear one. Just
Yeah,
wear
right.
it.
Of course.
Unreal.
That brings us to the game that everybody loves. It's most likely to. Robbie, your name again. You
Hold on,
are
pause.
a main
How do you
attraction.
The most that everybody loves, and then have to explain what it is.
Well, I just most likely to. I just have to say that it's most likely to. Robbie, your
Right.
name has been brought up quite a bit.
Yeah, and
Um,
the only bring up my name is because they really do love me. And
Yes.
though the team is in full without me.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with
I'll
that.
give you a funny
Structure that
story.
contract. Oh, I
Yeah.
got
So,
it.
like, over like this past season, I had to miss like 3 games in a row for like very valid reasonings. Like I had to go to a wedding, I had a vacation, a bachelor party, and according to everyone on the team, that wasn't good enough. Like I can't miss any games ever. So, at the end of like the game, we go in the huddle, we put our hands in like 1, 2, 3 tides. So they changed that, and then they started to say 1, 2, 3, fuck Robbie. So that was the thing for
Wow.
the games until I had to show
Wow.
them, right?
It is. And Dimitri wanted a trade. He didn't even get that, but Dimitri wanted a trade, and Robbie's the one who's getting told
Yeah,
fuck
right?
Robbie.
They're gonna say fuck Dimitri from now on.
Yeah, maybe. He was a great guest, though. All right, so I'll start. Who is most likely to become president?
I would say that is Jerry.
Jerry.
'Cause
Okay.
he is very into politics to begin with, and but he is a very good leader. So I would vote for him if he ever ran for anything, any day.
That's nice.
All right. Who is most likely to run after the ice cream truck?
So that would have to be between Jerry or Ukes. Just because, like I feel like, like they both love food. So
Okay.
I think they would both stop at the hot dog stand before they would get to there, just like what Ukes said.
That's what you said last week.
Ukes trying to pretend like he wouldn't go get ice cream or the hot dog with Jerry, but he definitely would.
Who would you most likely let date if you do have a sister or imaginary sister? Who would you most likely let date them?
Yeah, so I really wouldn't want anyone to date my sister just because they would just talk shit to me about it all the time. But of
Honestly.
course, I do think that the Stark brothers are very good candidates, and I know everyone said that. But I'm also surprised no one said this person, and that's John DeAngelis. I think that he would be a very good person to choose to date my sister.
Okay.
Like they're both, like all 3 of them are very stand-up guys. I know that they would treat them with respect.
And who would you least let date your sister? By the way, you are completely killing this category.
Yeah,
It's not even close.
I would choose myself to not want to date any sister. If they had sisters, I would already have dated them. So I think that's the thing. But I would not want Stingo to date my sister.
Really? See, I think Stingo would be fun.
And I don't think I would want Stella to date my sister too.
He actually is another person who gets named a lot, and people that
Yeah,
would
right?
like, yeah.
I don't know. There's just something about them. I've seen them around, like, I don't know. They just don't give me that good vibe that I'll trust them.
All right. Other than yourself, who is most likely to bat flip on a walk?
I think that would maybe be Stella, just because I've seen him hit a ball that hits the top of the fence and he already threw the bat and got a single out of it.
Gotcha.
So I think that he would do that, but I know no one like would actually flip the bat because they know that that's mine.
That's your trademark.
Yeah, right.
Coming at him with lawyers if they try to do that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but I think it would only be Stella that would do it. I think everyone else like isn't that much of an asshole to do it.
Gotcha.
Who has the best style?
That would have to go to Fonz.
Okay.
I would think that Jonathan Fonseca is. I like because he has the nice chain going. He wears like the nice flat brim hat. He's played on like the Bonnies, Youth Serve. He's played on all those type of teams that are filled with swagger.
Gotcha.
So him on the mound too. He's got a nice rhythm. I like his style.
Who has the worst style?
That's Dimitri.
Oh, is it because he said you? Yeah.
I always thought he had bad style to begin with.
Okay.
And also, I would say I would bring Stella in that category because Stella always wears these crazy cleats that he thinks look great, but I think they look terrible.
Okay, gotcha. He was named last week too as
Yeah.
worst style.
Like he thinks he has the best style, but it's really the worst.
Gotcha.
Who's most likely to forget their glove at home?
That would be Jordan Stark. Yep, him, because I just feel like, he's forgotten all of his bats before, his helmet, everything you could think of, he already forgot. So it would definitely be him.
Who, other than yourself, has the most groupies?
That would be Stella.
Stella. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen, before he had his girlfriend, he would like every
Ooh.
game there would be a bunch of different girls.
You're gonna get him in trouble now, aren't
Yeah,
you?
right. It was the same girl the whole time, but it wasn't. I know it wasn't.
Oh, God.
By the way, up until today, you were the clear-cut winner of that category by everybody. I don't think there was a second answer.
No, there wasn't.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're always asking me, like who are these new fans for me? And even sometimes I don't even know who they are. I would say my biggest fan though is actually an ex-girlfriend of another player on one of the other teams. And I tried inviting her to the playoff game that we had against that team. She didn't want to come.
Mm. Yeah.
Because the kid was hitting, so
That was
I was gonna mess with his head a little bit.
mental warfare.
Yep.
Like it.
Who is most likely to down an entire bag of sunflower seeds?
So that would definitely be Stingo. If he's not like chewing on a huge lip, he has seeds. Even like when we're just hanging out at his house, he's spitting seeds into a cup. His car is filled with sunflower seeds and dip bottles all over the ground. He's one of those.
Yeah.
If you were stuck on a desert island, who would you want to be with you? You get one of your teammates.
Oh no.
Stingo.
Stingo. Aw, there we go.
Would be him. But I wouldn't mind having any of them there. So
Okay.
yeah, I like all of them. We're all close. So we're a big close team. So
Anyone.
I get.
All right. Well, since Deirdre butchered,
I took your answer. Yeah.
since you butchered Desert Island question, I'll ask the real Desert Island. You get one book, one movie, and one music album to bring with you to a desert island. What are you bringing?
The book I'm bringing is To Kill a Mockingbird.
Back to back. We just had it on the last one.
Oh yeah.
Not a tie, another player.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so the movie I would bring, I would say The Hangover.
Great movie.
Love that series. It's probably my favorite one. The music album would have to be either a Drake or a Tory Lanez album.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say one of those. I could listen to those all day long, and I'd be okay.
All right. I will get one more question for you. One more most likely to. Who is most likely to win the next Hank Aaron Award?
That would be Luis Arias.
Okay.
But he might not play on the team because he might go professional. But I'd say if he is not there and he's gone, I would say maybe Julian Fernandez.
Okay.
If he does come back, because he's away in college and he might stay. But if it's not that, if it's someone that does come all year round, I mean, I feel like I could give like pretty much anybody it. I would say anywhere from Ukes, John DeAngelis, or the Starks or Stella. I don't really know. I feel like anyone could really do it. So it's hard to pick someone.
Wait, I also forgot to ask you this because Dimitri brought this up in his interview. If you had to put your dream lineup together for the batting lineup, what would it be?
It would be JP, Luis, me, Jordan, Justin, John DeAngelis, Stella, Dave, and Nate.
Oh, okay.
And then I would have Mitch on the mound.
Okay. That makes sense. Mitch
Yeah,
is...
I hope I didn't forget anyone. But yeah, and then I'd have Fonz and Tony in relief.
Gotcha. Okay. You didn't... I don't think you mentioned Dimitri in that. Is he not?
No, it's because since he was questioning leaving us or not, it left a bad taste in my mouth.
Gotcha. Loyalty guy.
Yes. It's all personal now rather than ability.
Gotcha. Robbie, thanks for coming on. We can't wait to have you back on. Best of luck in your season coming up. We'll be rooting for you.
Thank you so much. You guys coming to some of our games?
We're hoping to. We're trying to figure that out.
Good. That'll be great.
All right. Awesome. And congrats on the Hank Garden, man.
All right. Thank you very much.
Bye, bud.
Bye.
Stay safe, stay well. All right. That was Robbie Maguire, everybody. The 2020 Hank Aaron Award. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of our Brooklyn Tides Hot Stove Report presented by Moneyline Media. We hope you all have a wonderful week. And
It was extra hot tonight.
It was extra hot, steamy.
It was extra.
Don't touch the stove.
Yeah.
Stay safe, stay well.